The humanitarian crisis in Yemen is being blamed not just on the Saudi-led coalition that has been waging war in the country, but also on other governments that support it. Pablo Navarrete reports from London.
In May, the United Nations warned that millions more Yemeni civilians are expected to starve to death before the end of the year due to the blockade imposed on the country by the Saudi Arabia-led coalition. Since the war began in 2015, the Saudis' attempts to quash the resistance movement against Western and Saudi domination in Yemen has already claimed the lives of thousands of civilians and transformed the country into the world's worst humanitarian crisis.
We have over 1 million people affected by cholera. This is entirely due to the total destruction of the infrastructure of the country by the aerial bombardment, as well as there is a suggestion that there's use of chemical/biological weapons in Yemen, deliberately designed to cause the people of Yemen to submit to the will of the Saudi-led coalition.
The United Kingdom plays an important role in this crisis. Central to its strong ties to Saudi Arabia is the sale of British weapons to the regime. Yemenis pay the human cost.
The UK has armed and supported the Saudi regime every step of the way. Since the bombardment began, the UK has licensed over £4.5 billion worth of fighter jets and missiles to the regime. These are the same fighter jets flying over Yemen right now, and these are the same bombs and missiles being fired from the sky.
A visit to Britain in March by the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman included lunch with the Queen at Buckingham Palace and meetings with the Prime Minister Theresa May and other high-profile figures.
We've seen the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia being welcomed to London, being given the reddest of red carpet treatments as government ministers have bent over backwards to praise brutal Saudi dictatorship.
Mr. Speaker, Tahir Qasim, a Yemeni man...
The Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn recently accused Theresa May of failing to stand up to the Saudis over human rights abuses and possible war crimes in Yemen, and called on the Prime Minister to stop arms sales to Saudi Arabia. The government has refused. In Yemen, the bombings continue, and the world's worst humanitarian crisis deepens by the day. Pablo Navarrete, teleSUR, London.